Safe Soil World Racer, Sabine and Roger here. Sadhguru's birthday is coming up, and what would Sadhguru love for us to do except of being conscious, focusing on saving the soil of this very planet. So, we have not been following the Safe Soil movement very much due to
being crazy busy.
Exactly. And I'm looking forward to it. It is the journey from the Caribbean to Oman. Glimpses of the spectacular journey.
So of course our thoughts were always with it. We even had a sign in our car, Save Soil, this whole time. Yeah, and it's very interesting because people at work, a lot of people, they ask me about it, like, what does it mean? And then I tell them, and it's like, oh,
so we did a bit.
Fascinating. Yeah. So so very cool. So if you love Sadhguru as much as we do, please hit that like button for Sadhguru, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. Safe Soil.
It's a great pleasure for me. These beautiful Caribbean nations are going for this fast.
Oh, it was huge.
This memorandum of understanding that we are signing, it will also bring some technical assistance to the Caribbean region.
This is a historic moment because here is the first step to turn around.
London, home sweet home.
What you're doing today is really important because people like you who have a wonderful following of millions and millions of people, and what you're doing with that is so important with saving the soil.
If you want to say, I love you to your child, you must just say Safe Soil, because it is a more committed way of saying I love you.
It's an extraordinary campaign. It echoes what we in the Commonwealth have been aspiring to do for a number of years.
Next 100 days from 21st of March, we want the whole world to talk about soil.
It is not about the motorcycle, it's not about the journey, it's not about the song, it is about moving people on the planet. Make it happen, huh?
I think I saw the opening speech. London. Amsterdam, been there too.
Nobody spoke about soil like Sadhguru does. I think if we all contribute, then we have a really strong voice.
Berlin, been there too.
There has been so much excitement and everybody is so excited to hear Sadhguru.
This is our time on the planet. What we do here is our business. Let's do the right things.
I honestly didn't feel a part of the movement before, obviously. I'd never met him. Seeing what kind of a following he has and how impactful it is, I really feel like I just joined a global movement.
Graffiti artists supporting this Safe Soil movement, wanting
Berlin
to inspire the
probably.
youth, and youth being the major population in most parts of the world today, all graffiti artists, to whatever walls that you have, make sure that you use this.
Sweet.
Been there too.
One of the most
Been
beautiful
everywhere.
cities of Europe.
Europe. It's very small.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
It really resonated with me, the message that we have to save our soil.
It's our common issue together. It's not for one nation, for one person, but we as people have to unite and to solve this.
Been there too.
This is a celebration of human beings coming together to do what they need to do.
Slovenia.
Reshimo first! all of us have been part of this destruction. The only way is all of us become part of the solution also.
Been there!
Heading on to Italy. Italy is raining heavily tonight. We are in Venice.
So it's like a wave of hope.
Is necessary for the future.
Over 2000 years ago, this eternal city made the mistake of over-farming the region, and that was also the fall of the city at that time. So, the Romans of today should never make that mistake once again.
And we are very happy that we are aligned in our message to really hide the profile of soils.
Young people getting into farming is very good. That's the future of the world.
Been there.
Here we are in Geneva.
I think it's a message of urgency, but it's also a message of hope. So I would really like to thank Sadhguru for his leadership.
The global movement led by him addresses the soil crisis by mobilizing people around the entire world.
This massive fountain in the Lake of Geneva is lit up for Save Soil today with Save Soil colors of blue and green. You cannot stop this. The moment is on. It's going to be on till the policies are done.
Been there.
In this cold, slippery road and winds are picking up speed, no matter what the hell, I have to keep going. You think this is a problem? Relentless commitment to what you do. That is the only solution. Save soil, let's make it happen.
Relentless commitment.
An MOU to be signed between Isha Foundation and 4,000 initiative Soils for Food Security and Climate.
We were just sharing exactly the same objective, increasing carbon content in the soil.
Sadhguru, what you are doing is really impressive.
I'm quite amazed and thrilled by it.
I was very honored to be on the stage and be able to actually express that his mission is what we need.
It's fantastic. The trance has been great.
Been there.
Well, Brussels.
We should all stand up and make the most impact we can to create a real change in the world.
Save the soil.
Let them go down!
A smashing evening at the main event. And a super enthusiastic crowd committing themselves to make this happen.
It's heartwarming to see everybody come together.
Save soil on the move. Let's make it happen.
Been there.
Just look up the news and see in the last 4 months, how many governments have started talking about soil because they see it's picking up momentum. But if you create 3 to 4 billion people talking about soil, that's it. That will be the main conversation in the government.
Save the Soil is a very important movement that we support as UNCCD. We would like to propose to the world to do whatever they can to protect the soil, because it is our future.
Save soil, let's make it happen.
I need someone to show me the way. I need someone to show me the way.
Bangkok, of course. There.
Me too.
You too. Airport.
The Education Ministry in Germany has now come into the picture officially and asked all the children to do artwork to support Save Soil movement.
Nice.
Good, Arjun, wonderful. Congratulations that you wrote to the Prime Minister.
Let's make it happen!
Sweet.
So, on the way to Bratislava, well, the road surface is not great. It's great that all of you are here in Bratislava. Nobody ever imagined 100 years ago that we will have to save soil of all the things.
Would you like to come in the kitchen and cook with me a little bit?
Why not? Without soil being rich, food won't be rich. Without food being rich, our bodies will not be of full potential. What do you call that?
It's a Sadhguru salad.
Table 12. The old heroes always built something which stands up like this, but the new heroes are those people who will nurture the soil which always lies beneath our feet, never stands up. This wonderful city of Belgrade, the UNFAO said something which really deeply hurt me, is the soil that we are consuming right now belongs not even to these little children, belongs to the unborn child. This is an expression of our love and responsibility for our own lives and the future lives.
I love the message that he sent and how he broadened it, that it's everybody's responsibility.
I think there is a great potential for a good collaboration, partnership with the campaign Save Soil, and what we are doing as a government. We can make it together.
It's very important, bringing a certain sense of love and celebration towards the land that we walk upon. Going from Sofia to Bucharest, not a weather for motorcycle for sure.
Snow.
Organize yourselves whichever way you want. Form groups, come together somehow and see this happens.
Sadhguru reminded me that I have a voice.
Istanbul,
the whirling dervishes.
The people from Istanbul were really amazed by Sadhguru to appear, and they were just so happy to see him.
This many people, if all of you are committed and you spend 15–20 minutes a day to enhance the message, I think I don't have to go on riding like crazy. Yesterday I rode 18 hours, can you believe this, through Bulgarian roads?
Road. Wow. Yeah.
Is an honest expression of his wisdom and love for humanity, I think.
He's been riding through very rough terrain, rough roads, dusty construction sites.
It was a long drive and we were getting a little late for the live event at Tbilisi.
He, right at the end, maybe 5 minutes before the event, decided that he couldn't stop for a break.
In the traffic, he was just removing his jacket and gloves and throwing in the car just to make it on time.
No break.
Wow, from the motorcycle to the stage.
The whole purpose of this movement is to first to bring this home, that when you walk up on the soil, you know it is the source of your life. Keeping it alive is the most important thing. Will you make it happen?
Azerbaijan, right? Wow.
He's a gift from God for the people, for the earth, for the soil.
Absolutely.
We must save the soil. We must plant the trees. We must replenish the forests. We must save our planet.
Wow,
Wonderful. Thank you so much for standing up for soil. Right now, soil has turned into sand because we pulled out all the organic content. We are taking the life out of the soil. If we don't put that back, all the other concerns which are important to be attended to, but none of them will matter.
This is not for us, this is for him and his generation, hoping that they would have a better future with a better world. Save soil.
Here in Palestine, wonderful to be here.
I salute you and I respect your initiative and my full support of what is needed from the Palestinian side to support you.
The most important thing is we must keep our lands alive for future generations, because that is a fundamental responsibility we hold for our children and future generations beyond them.
Well, it's very important. I can tell you as a motorcycle driver, I also like motorcycles and it's not easy. This guy is devoted, and this is what makes him so impressive, and so he touches people.
When it comes to agriculture, when it comes to soil, when it comes to soil ecology, our national borders mean nothing because microorganisms operate as a global system. People are talking about doctors without borders. I'm asking you, are you beings without borders? Are you alive without borders?
Dear Sadhguru, one of the world's voices and leaders on soil conservation and land, in this day and age, having you here is absolutely fantastic, and we welcome you.
Implementation has to happen on the land, and land is not managed by scientists, land is managed by farmers. So it's extremely important. It must be a single point agenda, incentive-based agenda. If inspiration, incentives and disincentives after a certain period of time is the way forward, this is my appeal to every one of you, because I don't want this COP15 to end as one more convention with more paper and more paper. This must end with concrete action, and action in such a way that it's implementable.
There is no word to describe what Sadhguru is doing for us.
We know how much, you had to do to get here. You left so many things you were doing with it, but you honored the country, you honored the people of this country. And on behalf of the head of state,
it's my pleasure.
I want to thank you very much.
It's a great privilege.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Save soil.
Let's make it happen. Saudi Arabia as a kingdom, since 1970s, converting deserts into fertile lands has been quietly happening. Other countries which have fertile lands and actively working to turn them into deserts, you must put them to shame, it's very important. In so many ways we have found the differences between each other in terms of nationality, race, religion, caste, creed. If we act as one humanity, in the next 10-15 years we can turn this around.
بالعربي أنقذ التربة لنفعل ذلك على أرض الواقع بمبادرات عملية وجادة ملموسة الأثر. أنقذ التربة save soil.
are very glad to have Sadhguru in the Kingdom of Bahrain.
Right now, this is not even about generosity, this is about survival.
It's an honor to have you here in this location, in the heart of Bahrain, in this ancient harbor. We're very proud that you're here today, discovering the layers of history in this beautiful place.
You know, the most important thing of what I have learned from him is that the most important thing is to live in harmony and peace within yourself.
Oh, yeah.
and save soil.
40 minutes past midnight, just another maybe 30 kilometers to the Emirates border, UAE border. It's been a long drive. Totally 930 kilometers today we're doing. Well, UAE has become, an airline hub and a shopping hub and other kinds.
Yeah, it was a big
But
effort
nobody
once.
imagined it could be an ecological hub.
Thank you so much for being here with us, Sadhguru, on this wonderful journey. The UAE is partnering with you on Saved Soil, such an important cause.
Save Soil is surely a cause that we can all fully endorse. My dear brother Sadhguru, I would like to thank you for including the United Arab Emirates in your inspiring journey.
I'm proud to share that the UAE is working hard to include soil management and national strategies and policies.
Save the soil is one of the most important things on the planet right now.
It's not his mission, it needs to become all of our missions.
I'm here to save soil.
Yeah, Switzerland, Greece, I haven't seen yet. Been there, of course.
I had a meeting with Sadhguru ji somewhere in December, I believe. And the net outcome of that whole thing is that I have earmarked funds to make good of the eco deficit of that particular year. Economy should also grow, but it should have a ecological responsibility in its growth.
Right now everybody is talking about robotics. It's time robotics goes into agriculture. Right now you have a big machine which just rips the soil off. This, if you leave the robotic machines through the day and night where just as much as needed they can do. They don't have to rip the whole soil. Yes, science is already there, we know what to do. It is just that industry has not caught up because in the policy those things have not come.
Deepak.
I didn't imagine that we could find a lot of Omani people joining the movement.
I said, Oman, one more desert I have to ride. They said, no Sadhguru, Oman looks like Kerala. If one part of your nation is green, it just takes a determined effort to stretch that green all the way up.
Safe Soil World Raiser, Sadhguru. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, what a amazing, incredible journey. Wow. Just seeing all those images everywhere he went. Some of the cities I had never even heard of before. There's so many places in this world, right? And then you can see the determination. So having this, this movement and this vision of doing what's necessary, right? So, and it's so clear that, this is beyond borders, right? So it was so inspiring to see, beyond religion, other different religions, different cultures, all accepting him and embracing him, as a brother and being like, we're going to help you with this, right? Yeah. So, it shows that there's an underlying unity to our existence, right? We are one family. And this made it clear, all the people coming together and understanding that, hey, this is important. Yeah, all the other issues in the world, they're also important. But if we don't solve this problem, then nothing's going to matter, because we won't even have any food to eat, because everything, our very existence, comes from the soil. So super important. And Sadhguru is just such a force and a power. It's incredible. So we can all appreciate his efforts. It's absolutely fantastic. So keep it up, Sadhguru, and everything you're doing. Yeah. It's amazing, right?
I just love it when people come together. I just always cry because it's so beautiful. So many people, and so many from different countries, and they can all see the beauty in Sadhguru and what he's trying to do, and where he's pointing to also, within. So very beautiful.
Yeah, and so determined. You see that determination too. Just how much you had to drive on a motorbike, right? And that can't be
he didn't have to.
Hours
he chose
and hours.
to.
Oh yeah.
So that's like, I'm doing this,
Yeah, to bring up that awareness that holy cow, what is he doing? Holy smokes, it's incredible
at that age.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Yeah. So let's keep that in mind. Let's visualize all the governments of the world, getting that policy in place to revolutionize the farming industry. And we have the technology, we have the intelligence, we can create new systems and new processes, relatively, inexpensively, and then kind of maybe transition the equipment over into what's going to be more beneficial. Because it sounds like the biggest problem is, the tillers and stuff just ripping apart the soil every single time, when there's other equipment that doesn't do that. It can plant seeds right into the existing soil without, breaking up, the topsoil. So, so we can do it. And if the governments are on board, fantastic. And then we'll all have food to eat for the generations to come. Because as we raise our level of consciousness globally, this can turn into more of a united, understanding world where we realize that we're all brothers and sisters under the same source, whatever we may call that. Yeah, we're all one family. And the beauty of this, so I can even see that with this movement, it's almost like really skillful means as well, because it's bringing people together, for Safe Soil. So totally beyond any ideologies and, philosophies and religion, but it's like, hey, humanity, this is what we need to do. And then, so united. Yeah, so beautiful.
So very beautiful.
So thank you so much to Sadhguru.
Dhanyavad.
Yeah, for your efforts and your presence and your impact in this world. You are an inspiration and we love you. So thank you so much for joining us. Please leave your comments in that comment section. Light it up, make it colorful for the Save Soil movement as we raise ourselves
and raise the world with its soil. Save Soil World Raisers. Peace.
Peace.